It is now time for the much anticipated, highly bemusing, very exciting. We may have to jump around a little bit so I don't get a copyright strike. We'll see. I might have to ditch some audio on this or something. Fair use, fair use. This is a news program allegedly with the former president, and I get to comment on it. Fair use, fair use. There you go. So let's see. Level 3 hype train already. Thank you guys so much. Like it, subscribe, give a thumbs up. Here we go. Let's do it.
It's been 2,000 years since the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, who to Christian...
Hi. Oh, my God. Somebody's been going to Don Jr. school. All right, dummy. Look at this. Hold on. Back up. You silly man.
Believers like me...
Hold on. Oh, this is going to be on Scrub.
The Christ child. But...
Hold on. Run.
It's been 2,000 years since the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, who to Christian believers like me, the Christ child. But whatever your faith, no...
Yeah, whatever your faith, celebrate Christmas. Because, all right.
Can argue that his birth was the greatest news event in history.
Well, obviously not, because it took 70 years to write it. The Gospels were all written 70 years after he died.
What we might call today a game changer for the world.
Yeah, totally. Bro, Jesus was like a fucking game changer, bro.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Wait a minute. Bibi Netanyahu, Kevin Sorbo, Joe Namath. And for the record, we know who Namath is. You don't have to... Well, I guess that's probably him putting his own picture up behind him in front of a choo-choo train.
Christmas, America, as we honor the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Today, our job in this Newsmax Christmas...
Bibi Netanyahu, a person who genuinely believes Jesus is not the Messiah at all. Like, vehemently. That's kind of the point. Kevin Sorbo, who's as phony as they come, and Joe Namath, who's likable and has a reverse mortgage to sell.
Special.
And a walk-in tub and catheters.
Isn't to argue over religious differences, but it's to discover just how important Christmas is to us as Americans, and most importantly, why.
Great. And who will our guest be tonight to discover the magic of Christmas?
We're going to share how Christmas past has defined us as a people and nation, as well as the meaning.
Okay, why are you playing Friday the 13th music, though? Honest to God, it's just creepy.
Of Christmas. We'll speak to Christians, Jews, and Muslims about the world as it is today, and then we'll look at efforts to help disadvantaged kids, and we'll talk to our men and women in uniform who are making a great sacrifice and even are prepared to make the ultimate one.
Okay, kind of gross. Why bring that up? We know.
A job that I love to do, and I would do it all over again.
We'll also talk to former President Donald Trump.
We will say Merry Christmas again.
And we'll talk with him about how Christmas impacted...
Yeah, Christmas. Tell us the story. This is the same shit we saw, isn't it? God damn it. We're going to see the same fucking... They didn't like the Christmas trees too red, too white. I said, try traditional green. They were like, we hate that too. We just hate you. It might have been the tape of her coming out going, fuck the Christmas.
Him and his family. And we'll ask about his time in the White House during Christmas. And, of course, there's going to be much more. Most of all, this...
I should hope so.
The special is about you. And how you can...
Oh, there I am. I had no idea. I look fantastic. See, that's what it looks like when I let my hair down and I'm hanging out in Bavaria.
The Christmas message. It's
with a small drone.
True meaning. And make your life better, make our families stronger, our country truly moving toward a more perfect union, and hopefully our world a more peaceful place.
Welcome to Christmas in America.
Oh! Okay, so clearly no vanity on the part of Huckabee, unlike Bill O'Reilly, who gave his best photoshopped high shine polish photo against Trump looking all wrinkly. Huckabee's using an older photo pre-beard, too.
Just 33 years after his birth, this Jewish carpenter and rabbi was crucified under Roman Governor Pontius Pilate. For those of
Poncho Pilate, he's immortalized in the song Poncho and Lefty by Willie Nelson.
Who are Christ followers, we believe that 3 days later, he rose from the dead.
Yeah, that's the Easter story.
I think the greatest part that someone could know that pertains to Christmas is the appreciation for the greatest gift any of us have ever been given.
But the greatest gift of all is my family.
Rita Cosby, talk show host, no relation.
Also my faith and the precious gift of freedom.
During the Christmas season, Christians, Muslims, and Jews can celebrate what Jesus brought to us. The ideas of unconditional love.
He was born in a 2-bedroom apartment that apparently faces east.
Servant leadership and of sacrifice.
And he could fly, or at least he thought so.
For others. He is the embodiment of human freedom, a commitment to the truth, and a respect for all human life, no matter a person's age, rank, wealth, or even personal character or condition.
Again, Easter story. This is the cross and the beatings. You're being weird.
In fact, it was his willingness to...
He looks exhausted. This is, I appreciate what you're selling, but what the hell?
Touch the untouchable, to love the unlovable.
I feel seen.
And to forgive the unforgivable that made his critics most angry with him.
Oh, you mean the current state of the Republican Party?
The man who would come to be called King of Kings was born in a simple manger, which is a feeding trough used for animals.
And, he was lucky he wasn't eaten.
His family wasn't rich, and as the scripture says, there was no room at the inn when he was born in Bethlehem. And today, on our Christmas special, we'll explore the spirit of Christmas. And we're going to start by going to Bethlehem, to the birthplace of Jesus, the place...
Which is, as mangers go, it's sort of a fortress / manger now.
Thousands of years before his birth, of a wonderful counselor, mighty God, everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace.
For us, first of all, Christmas in Bethlehem, Christmas always special for us.
And by the way, I'm going to skip past the personal interviews. We've seen some of this stuff. Oh my God, what's happening?
Peace on earth and mercy above.
There's more of Christmas in America.
Oh, I don't doubt it. There'd have to be.
That God really did love the world. And he could have sent a book. He could have sent some missionaries.
But apparently he had to send a singing telegram to interrupt everything.
Maybe preachers and teachers. But he showed up himself.
Divine! Let the dude sing or shut the hell up. I'm sorry. He looks like a character on Shit Creek or something. Seriously. All right, I'll probably get hit by a Jesus copyright strike. Oh, look.
Live like we live. Understand what it is to be fully human, yet fully divine. And Christmas is a reminder that God's love for us is not long distant.
No, but it's part of your plan anyways. I wouldn't worry about it. It used to be very expensive to have Jesus in your life, but now it's like you can get an unlimited plan for like $35 a month currently.
His love for us is up close and personal.
You know, one of the things they mentioned about me is that I was the first mom to ever serve as the White House press secretary. You know, one of the things we talk with our kids a lot about at Christmas in an effort to help them understand the real spirit of Christmas.
Here is Sarah Huckabee Sanders seen stealing a Christmas tree in the reenactment of the Grinch they do every year to let the kids know who's boss.
and to appreciate the greatest gift any of us have ever received.
Sorry. Like this poor woman, like dragging this fir tree up against her face.
Is to talk about what we can do for other people. We spend a lot of time the month of December making baked goods and surprising our neighbors and our friends.
The greatest joy that I have these days is
letting a child play with glass ornaments unattended.
watching Christmas through the eyes of my 7 grandchildren. To be able to see the joy and the excitement and the wonder and the awe on their faces. We always read the Christmas story when we gather together.
Yeah, we know. We saw this part. Skip ahead. Things. Then her talking. Then you talking. Him talking to a fireman. Wait, we're back.
O'er the land
Of the free and the home of the brave.
and the home
I better not get a copyright strike for the national anthem.
of the brave.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, I did hold that note. You're welcome.
Welcome back. Now here's my conversation with President Donald Trump.
The fact of growing up
Yeah, nothing says Christmas like this weird little exchange.
in New York, I mean, it's a city for the world.
Right.
So as you grew up, what was Christmas like for you?
Well, it's mostly a tax deferral.
Growing up in the city that many people from around the world come during the Christmas season for the lights and the tree, the
Yeah, I don't get it, but there they are every time.
shows at the Radio City Music Hall. Your
Yeah, they never let me into the dressing rooms there, so I didn't go to those shows.
experiences and memories growing up in that city.
So Christmas was special, and I guess maybe from my standpoint, great years were when my parents were living. They were here. I had a wonderful father.
On Earth? You mean here? You mean when living as in not haunting you, but
Mother, they were married for a long time, many decades. They were married for a beautiful long time. They had a tremendous
yeah, we get it. They stay together. Yeah, it's not something you emulated. We get it.
relationship.
I can understand how you're completely shocked that a couple would stay together. Like, even when it's your own parents. Like, how the fuck did that happen?
Marriage. And I was, part of a family that was very well knit, that loved each
They were very well knit, the family. It was a very well knit family. They were, some would say, even crocheted. Well, he's a very cross-stitch family. Hook or line. We were a top knot family. Very knit. Yeah, you should be looking at the camera going, is that how you speak human? Is that we were a very well-knit family? Shit, hold on.
a wonderful mother. They were married for a long time, many decades. They were married for a beautiful long time. They had a tremendous relationship, a great marriage. And I was, part of a family that was very well knit, that loved each other. I had a brother who was fantastic, who passed away. And then I had another brother who passed away more recently. These are fantastic people. And
yeah, I almost feel like you know them. I almost feel like you're talking about people that you were closely knit to in some sort of weird human centipede experience. I had 2 fantastic brothers. They're both dead. And scene. This is like when he talked about his wife. Like, she comes from good stock, and the country where she's from, they sweep the streets or the sidewalks every Sunday. God damn it.
we got along very well. We just got along very well. But we had...
Did you get along very well?
Christmas together, and it was...
Oh, really? You had Christmas together. So you're saying you were well knit.
Like, there would be nothing else. We'd go to my parents' house in Queens, and...
Wait. Run that by me again. How is this a person talking about Christmas? Fucking hell.
They were here. I had a wonderful father, a wonderful mother. They were married for a
They were wonderful, and they were married for a long time, many, many decades, and it was a beautiful long time,
long
right?
time.
And they were
many
big
decades.
marriage.
They were married for a beautiful long time. They had a tremendous relationship,
Tremendous.
a great marriage.
Great
and
marriage.
I was.
Yeah, but sometimes people have a great marriage and their relationship is not tremendous. But luckily, they had both.
You know, part of a family that was very well knit, that loved each other. Had a brother.
I'm sorry. It's a knitter you're in. Oh my God. Has anyone checked on TLK knitting? Oh God.
Fantastic, who passed away.
Sure.
And then I had another brother who passed away more recently.
Well, I feel like I know them just by your stories. I feel like, you know what I mean? Don't you feel like you guys, like I can picture them in my head being fantastic and being dead? Easy. Don't overshare.
Fantastic people.
Were they?
And we got along very well. You know, we just got along very well. But we had.
You got along very well. Well, because you're closely knit, and they're both dead. So I guess at some point you don't have to worry about it. Like it's not like they're gonna bring up any shit that you used to really dig on them that you did.
Christmas together, and it was like there would be nothing else. We'd go to my parents' house in Queens, and we'd have Christmas, and my mother would cook the turkey, and she made ice cream cake at the end, which was the best ice cream cake. She made it herself. I mean, I just remember it so fondly. You know, I had really wonderful parents, very different kind of people, but they loved each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got your dad's eyebrows and your mom's hair, and she looks like she's about to report you to the police.
My father was a very strong guy, but my mother was equally as strong, but you would never know it. She was tough, but you'd never know it. You know that type, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you mean, tough, but would never know it. You mean you didn't give a shit that she was going through things? Is that what you're talking about? Like, yeah, I don't know. She never whined about anything, so I never asked her what the fuck was up. What happened to her? Dead. Yeah, it really. The doctor said something about she died of being unloved. Nobody seemed to give a shit.
And we had a lot of great Christmases together.
There's a famous story of you when in private life.
Yeah, there is. He told it to Billy Bush, but Billy Bush doesn't do it justice. Tell him, Mike, the whole thing about like it's locker room talk, and it's not necessarily appropriate for a Christmas special, but he'll tell it. It's good.
City of New York had spent millions of dollars trying to get the ice rink at Central Park working again. And they spent $13 million. They spent several years. It still wasn't working.
They never thought of freezing the water?
In and said, I'll take care of it. It's a wonderful story, one that I don't think you get enough credit for. Mm-hmm. Share why that mattered to you and what did you do to get it back operating?
They tried to fix.
Yeah, tell us the whole story about how you just bought it.
They couldn't, and it went on for years. And then they said, we'll rebuild it. And after 7 years, it wasn't rebuilt.
7 years.
And about 6 years out, I said, hey, wait a minute. I have my kids growing up, my children that you know so well, right? Don, Ivanka, and Eric. And they're growing up, and they're great.
Yeah, not Tiffany, though. Fuck her. I have another one, don't I? Do I? She's fantastic. Is she still alive? I haven't checked. She's tough, but not in the way that you'd know.
And they want to go ice skating.
Yeah, he's got 5 kids, by the way. I mean, obviously, he's talking about the ones that were growing up then, but still, you could say, Tiffany and Barron weren't around, but this is part of their legacy. I would like to see this. But, of course, he's got to slow his speech down to, I guess, MAGA level.
Because of that, a lot of New Yorkers and people from around the world had Christmas memories of ice skating in Central Park. Right. You mentioned that was important to your children who were young.
As well as the money-making opportunity that it showed.
That time. I've told people that I got to see the Donald Trump backstage during the presidential campaign, you and your family. One of the reasons
I was very, and I hope you kept your daughters away from him.
That I had no hesitancy in endorsing and supporting you
because you didn't have any choice.
A very, very close-knit family. The relationship.
Yeah, that's a little rude. It's not close-knit, it's well-knit. And to say it right to his face like that, to correct him to his fucking face. It's like that interview where the woman went, 1917, the Spanish flu, and he said 1917 for about 2 minutes, and then he went back to 1918. Trump's going to get pissed and go, well, we were close-knit. We weren't tightly knit. We were well-knit. We're a knitted family.
With your children, with Melania. It was very heartwarming.
Was it? Yes, it was. It was just, I looked at you and I was like, how can I have that with my family? We're always just angry about who's hogging the toilet.
I said, I want to get my kids ice skating before it's too late for them, where they don't want to ice skate anymore.
Yeah. What kind of an asshole adult likes to ice skate? Or even for their grandkids? Because, right.
And I went down and I looked at it, and I overlooked it from my apartment. I went down there, I looked at it, and it's a very big...
You mean your apartment? You mean your apartment overlooked it? He's just not... The best words, it's just the order that's the problem.
Space, big space, 50,000 square feet. And I looked and I saw all the men were, in that case, mostly men, but some women too. They were sitting down. All they did was sit down and have lunch. They had lunch 24 hours a day.
That's a problem. New York workers, lazy sons of bitches.
And I went to Ed Koch and I said, I want to rebuild it. They had spent, I guess, close to $20 million over many years, and they never got it built. So after years and years of waiting and...
It's a fucking ice rink.
You know, tens of millions of dollars wasted. I got it done for $2 million, and I ripped it apart. Somebody said, oh, well, it was mostly done. No, I ripped it down to the base and redid it.
Uh-huh.
And we did it in record time, and...
Yeah, no lunches. Nobody had a lunch. There were no lunches.
It opened, and we had an evening like nobody's ever seen before. And I'd been running it ever since. For many years, I ran it really successfully. Of course, then I got into the world of politics.
I'm very honored to be here tonight. Thank you.
It's way better than that fucking ice rink. Don't get me started.
For service, for your sacrifice, and keeping us safe and free.
By the way, my husband's arms are inflatable, and that's why they are hanging at his sides like Robbie the Robot from Lost in Space. 1 second, if I pull his tie, he will say, "Danger, Will Robinson," and they retract like slinkies into his armpits.
Proud of you, and on behalf of our nation, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
Look at that. She said Merry Christmas, not fuck the Christmas. So look at that. It happened. I told you it happened. Somebody owes me $10.
You'll never hear about it because the media won't write it. They don't want to cover the good things because that's not entertaining. It's not fun to watch.
But enough about Fox News.
But it matters. And it impacts every single one of us.
28.
What the fuck did that? What? The good news about the ice rink? Was she? What? Who edited this? Frank's speech?
Christmas night, you and Melania flew to Iraq in a secret flight. No one knew about it. It was very quiet and low-key. Would you share about that extraordinary moment? Because when you walked into that facility in Iraq with all of our military people,
you know, the place that Biden's been to dozens of times.
They were blown away that their commander-in-chief had come in person on Christmas night.
They were so happy, and, you know, I love our military. I think, frankly, that, just to interject, I think that our withdrawal from Afghanistan, the way it was...
Oh my fucking God. This is a Christmas special. And they're cutting to the look, are they going to show the dancing dude? This guy coming up in this guy right here.
going to be with
Hey, that guy. Like, they can't play the fucking video without. First of all, Friday the 13th Christmas music. Ding, 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 ding. I'd like to say it was nice that I went there on Christmas, but I'd like to also say that us getting out of Afghanistan was the most embarrassing thing that has ever. Jesus Christ. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. During the Mike Huckabee Newsmax Christmas special, they are playing footage of an Air Force plane taking off and people clinging to it from Afghanistan. And if they don't stop this footage...
Faster than them, but we were going to be with strength and dignity. And
yeah, it was going to be a beautiful exit. There was a great plan. If I only had a rigged election, I would have been able.
Ben hadn't shot any of our soldiers. Not one soldier killed in 18 months. We were all set.
Well, not any of ours.
Then it didn't happen that way. So many people killed. You know, they had 250 people killed. Soldiers, 13, but very importantly, we had so badly injured, so badly hurt.
I had no idea that so many people were injured when you showed up for Christmas. Seriously, if they hadn't put that piece of footage in about Afghanistan, some people might have just like blinked and missed it and went, wait a minute, 13 people died when he was giving out turkeys? What did he do, throw them like paper towels and crush them?
I think it's the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country.
We're fighting in areas where we shouldn't be fighting and spending hundreds of billions of dollars doing it.
No, we're not. We're out of Afghanistan, fucko. Honestly, how does this make their fucking case? Jesus.
Well, I just remember that the scenes of watching the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief, unexpectedly walk in.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you never went anywhere unless someone was there to kiss your ass ahead of time.
These soldiers who were so far from home, not being able to spend Christmas with their families, and you spent it with them. And I remember there was a scene where one of the soldiers called.
Yes, and Biden's not going to spend time with the soldiers in Afghanistan because they're not there anymore, and he got them out, and they're going to be able to stay home. They won't be spending another Christmas in Afghanistan, but still, Biden should fly over and spend Christmas in Afghanistan with January 6th insurrectionists.
And said, Mr. President, I'm here because of you.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I think many of them might have been, and I think they're very disappointed right now. I think they're very
disappointed in what?
Because of what took place in Afghanistan. Not that we were leaving, because I was leaving. Don't forget, Mike, I brought it down to 2,500 soldiers. We were at 20,000. I brought it way down, but they're very dejected by the way we left. It looked like it was a surrender, and there was no reason for it. We were taking...
No, it didn't. Jesus Christ. Again, like, this is a Christmas special? Stick to the topic, asshole.
Every nail, I told them, every nail.
Yes, it's just like, take every Christmas nail and every Christmas screw. He wanted to be the Grinch of Afghanistan. Just shove all the shit up the chimney and fly off in the middle of the night.
Every bolt, every screw, every plane. How would you leave thousands and thousands of brand new trucks? You know, they had, I hear, 70,000 trucks. It's not even believable.
Well, 70,000 trucks over the course of a decade, I think. Since 2014 is the number of, that's the number of trucks we gave the Afghan army. They were theirs to keep. The fact that they did not use them is immaterial. They certainly would never have been able to use them if we fucking took them before we left.
700,000 machine guns and rifles.
Yeah, it's really not a Christmas special unless you name drop a bunch of machine guns.
700,000 brand new. stuff like nobody can believe, airplanes. I said, why wouldn't you take over?
I don't believe airplanes. I mean, yeah, I've been in them, but I don't think they're really taking off. I think they have screens outside the window. I think they just roll the earth. I think we sit in it and the earth spins. It's all bullshit. Flat Earth
pilots
forever.
and fly planes out. And actually,
yeah, who cares if they get killed? It's more about the gear. Save that money. They know what they got into.
Millie
They know
said,
what they
it's
got
cheaper to leave it, sir, than it is to take it. That's when I realized he wasn't the smartest light bulb. So
he was. The smartest light bulb. I'm sorry. This is so stupid. It's not the brightest bulb in the box. It's, you know, it's about 5 cans short of a 6-pack. I mean, fucking. You can't. You just don't know any of these. Well, it does come from a well-knit family, but he wasn't exactly the smartest light bulb. His fucking head. Oh God, it is. I guess you not only do you use your sense of smell and taste when it comes to COVID, you also lose your inability to craft analogies or understand colloquialisms.
Russia's watching this, China's watching this, North Korea's watching this, and I think they never had a lower opinion for our country than they did on the Afghanistan withdrawal, which was so horrible.
No, you don't think so? You don't think they're oh God, there's such a terrible withdrawal. I mean, honestly, the Americans have lost it. I don't know why the smart money would be to stay in there spending $300 million a day fighting an endless civil war that the Afghans don't want to fight.
Handled.
Well, it's not exactly the Christmas present I think America wanted to give this year was to the Taliban.
I want to thank everyone at Al,
including Balagagaga Bagradaga Gagaga base.
Assad Air Base, special people. We came in, we felt very safe coming in. It was a pretty difficult journey in certain ways, but
yeah, I had to be on a military plane instead of the cush plane I'm used to being on, and you gotta the drop is really heavy, and I had to tighten my seatbelt so I wouldn't get splashed from my diaper on the way down.
Very, very good, very safe.
It's all part of the...
He talks like a fucking toddler. What is that?
And withdrawal, which was so
horribly
handled.
Well, it's not exactly the Christmas present I think America wanted to give this year was to the Taliban.
I want to thank everyone at Al Assad Air Base.
First of all, Al Assad is not hard to say.
People, we came in, we felt very safe coming in. It was a pretty difficult journey in certain ways, but we felt very, very good, very safe.
It's all part of the job.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, you're talking to people who live there, who constantly get bombed, who are having to go out into the outside the green zone, endanger their fucking lives. We felt very safe. Honestly, I didn't have to do any of the shit you guys have to do. It was awesome.
It was a job that I loved to do, and I would do it all over again. There was a lot of those times where you're not home. That's just part of military life.
You are the sentinel.
That's by the way, that was footage of Trump arriving at the base.
To watch over our nation. You are the warriors who defend our freedom. You are the patriots who ensure the flame of liberty burns forever bright.
Well, our mission is to...
This is a Christmas special. Look at this shit. Brrr. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and the fire machine is frightful, and since we got no one to blow away. All right.
The mission is to, preserve the history and heritage of our forefathers. The job is to...
Yes. By the way, again, showing off the military is not supporting the military. Hey, we got 666 people in the chat. Congratulations. There you go. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like and thumbs up and surprise and do the thing and be in a follow and all other phrases.
Keep the memory of all those guys alive.
I said surprise, not subscribe. Apologize.
And capture the history.
They will live forever in the hearts of their countrymen, in your hearts, and in the history of the United States of America.
This is currently the only Navy SEAL museum in the world.
The National Navy UDT SEAL Museum was actually started in 1985 here in Fort Pierce. This is the actual train.
This is really cool, but what the fuck does this have to do? Remember when we left this, we were talking about him going on a Christmas thing, and look how long this chunk is, and then they go, oh God. Ted Cruz drops in. Oh boy. He's gonna read Dr. Zeus?
They may not have as many, but they're still out there and they're still defending this country away from their families.
I want to take a moment to say thank you for your dedicated service to our great country.
I'm currently on a set in Cancun at a Mexican television station here at Telemundo, Mundafundo, something like that. Anyways, it's a Mexican thing down here, and I will be returning to the States as soon as the storm passes.
Y'all represent the finest quality of the United States. Service to others and sacrifice of self. The enormous sacrifices you and your family make each and every day in order to secure our freedoms don't go unnoticed. America owes you, your families, and the...
What the fuck? Did they just lift this off his Twitter?
Generations of great Americans who have answered the call to defend our country. A debt that we can never fully...
Thanks, I feel seen.
Hey, as we prepare for a season of celebration, we are thinking of our servicemen and women who are spending the holidays far away from home, at sea, or deployed in a foreign land. We are praying for your safe return. Heidi and I want to wish every member of the armed forces and their families a very Merry Christmas.
Faithful. That's not Heidi, by the way. And there's an ad, get the Newsmax app, and there's some underprivileged kids who are learning to beat people up. And then, oh, John Voight. Get a drop in from John Voight. Oh, Kevin Sorbo's Christmas.
He's a committed...
Why was there not a Hercules Christmas special?
Outspoken Christian advocate.
Daily Wire Productions can do that, right?
And a personal friend. But he cares deeply about kids, especially at Christmas time.
Let us all be humbled and continue to serve one another as brothers and sisters. God bless you, Mike, and God bless everyone watching your show.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas. I'm just cranking this video out in front. I'm in a hotel room with my traveling Christmas tree. The family doesn't want to see me. I'm on COVID strike.
Everyone, this is Kevin Sorbo, your favorite atheist.
Your favorite what?
Favorite atheist turned Christian, and my movies like God's Not Dead and Let There Be Light. I'm here to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy...
Really? You can't stop selling for a fucking second? Well, I guess you're on tour because you have to... You're scrambling to make some cash. I get it. You look good, though. Well-rested. Wait, honest to God, that's a hotel room with a Christmas tree in it. There's no... I don't want to hear any different. He might even be in the fucking lobby. Why is Kevin Sorbo in the lobby of the Holiday Inn doing a video for what's happening?
And let you know what Christmas means to me. Of course, it means the birth of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And also, it means spending time with family and friends that we should be doing all the time anyway. So
yeah, but apparently I can't, because that's why I'm in a hotel.
God bless, and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
My dear friends from all over the world, I'd like to wish you all on this holiday season a very healthy and blessed one. And let us take a moment to honor the birth of Christ and to honor Moses and the 8 nights of Hanukkah. This is a time of joy. Let us not allow our nation's negativity to steal away our love and gratitude for this nation.
He's calling you out, Sorbo.
And let us keep our faith and hope and joy that we will survive this and we will be great again.
Coming.
Yeah. Let's not let the negativity fuck with Christmas and just focus on the fact that we will survive the Biden administration.
I speak to President
Boy, God. More of him. Hold on. Jumping ahead. Oh, God. He's not. Does he really? Oh, shit. Yeah.
Somebody said to me the other day, "You're the most famous person in the world by far." I said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." They said, "Yes, you are." I said, "No." They said, "Who's more famous?" I said, "Jesus Christ."
Mr. President, when you came into office,
Yeah, that's how you know Christ's value is his fame. Even the people who don't believe in him know his name. Even and like there are literally billions of people who know the name but don't believe in him at all. But that's it. I mean, that's the important. If you had to really pin down the greatest trait of Jesus Christ, it would definitely be his fame.
America had gone through a long period where people quit saying Merry Christmas. It was all Happy Holidays.
No, businesses started saying Happy Holidays largely because there were people getting offended at being wished Merry Christmas or being, and so they also were trying to generalize with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So they were saying Happy Holidays because it included all the holidays. People still said Merry Christmas. You guys made that up. That's a Fox story.
You deliberately changed that and openly said, Merry Christmas, we're going to say it again.
In fact, it was part of my campaign, Mike. You know, the country had started with this woke, I guess, a little bit before that.
Yeah.
And it was embarrassing for...
Yeah, the woke respect for Jews and people who celebrate Kwanzaa or people who also will be celebrating Thanksgiving and New Year's or both or not, or it's 2 weeks before it and Yom Kippur is happening. Just wishing them like all the holidays. I hope all of them are good for you.
To say Merry Christmas, you'd see these big chains. They want your money, but they don't want to say Merry Christmas, and they'd use.
Well, that was part of the reason, right? That was and I guess that's business for you, which you normally support.
And they'd use whites and snow, but they wouldn't say Christmas.
They would use whites and snow. What?
Stores to say Merry Christmas, you'd see these big chains. They want your money, but they don't want to say Merry Christmas. And they'd use reds and they'd use whites and snow, but they wouldn't say Christmas.
They would use reds and whites and snow. Jeez, Christ. Communists and... Oh, there's 1,000 people in the chat. Welcome. Hi, everybody. They use whites and snow. Because in all fairness, most of the snow he's eaten growing up was yellow, hence the hair color.
Didn't say Christmas. And when I started campaigning, this was in...
They didn't say Christmas? Fuck saying Merry Christmas. They weren't even using the word Christmas. They weren't saying...
It was part of my campaign, Mike. You know, the country had started with this woke, I guess, a little bit before that.
Woke?
Yeah. And
this, first of all, also, this woke thing, this woke trend, this woke philosophy, wokeness, the woke, started with this woke, how do you say it?
It was embarrassing for stores to say Merry Christmas. You'd see these big chains. They want your money, but they don't want to say Merry Christmas. And they'd use reds and they'd use whites and snow, but they wouldn't say Christmas. And when I started campaigning, this was in 2015, when I started campaigning, I said, you're going to say Merry Christmas again. And now people are saying it. Of course, they're not saying a lot of other things like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but around the Christmas season, I'll wave at people in the street and go, George Washington, and they'll go, Abraham Lincoln. And then I'll go, hey, Thomas Jefferson. Have a merry Thomas Jefferson, everyone.
Those names are being obliterated because of craziness. But they are saying Merry...
They're being obliterated.
Just again, we got that. That was a big part of what I was doing. And I would say it all the time during that period, that we want them to say Merry Christmas. Don't shop at stores that don't say Merry Christmas.
Don't do it.
We brought it back very quickly.
You really did.
Yeah, you did. He really did. Honest to friggin' God there. Don't mess around. He said Merry Christmas. And I'd go, George Washington.
And I think a lot of people appreciated that it was a part of the American culture. It was a part of who we are. It wasn't...
That's right. It wasn't mean-spirited. You know what I mean? Just like walking up to a total stranger and yelling, have a fucking Merry Christmas, you know, to a couple of Hasidic Jews in July. There's nothing mean-spirited about that. Walking down there through parts of New York City and going, Merry Christmas, Jews, like that. I don't know why they get all upset.
To exclude anybody, it was just...
No, it just meant to let them know they are excluded. It's high math. I understand it, though.
A celebration of what America does at Christmas.
And America...
Yeah, what we do at Christmas is be best. Every year, because of Melania Trump, my family will gather around what's left of the Christmas tree, the parts we haven't eaten, and we will do our be best part of the evening, which is we all shit talk each other with a big smile on our fucking face. Some smiles are bigger than others.
The world, but America loves Christmas.
Yeah.
They do. You can tell because he's putting a heart on there. So this editor did excellent work. Excellent.
Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, everyone loves Christmas, and it's
not so much. I'm gonna guess them ISIS fellers ain't fans. I think that's the main reason they attacked Santa Claus. That's why. And by the way, you don't blow on the. That's fine Peruvian flake. You don't want to. That's about $3,000 worth of coke. Trump will tell you. Ask him.
Merry Christmas until these crazy people came along and they wanted to stop it along with everything else. So I was.
Yeah, that's right. They want to stop everything. They don't want to just stop Christmas. They want to stop everything. Like they want to stop your heartbeat, and they want to stop trucks and trains and boats and Arbor Day, and they don't Valentine's fucking Day. Who done over into that? Whatever. Ukrainian Independence Day. Mother, sister, brother. Well, see, in my family, father and uncle and grandfather and son's day is the same day. So you could get them all at once.
Proud of that, actually. Remember, I used to say,
What is Santa doing? Honestly, he looks like he just sneezed into his stash. he got a prescription for that OxyContin. Don't front.
We will say Merry Christmas again in front of these massive crowds of people.
I've told people that I got to see the Donald Trump backstage during the presidential campaign.
Did you get to grab him by the junk? Because that's the good part of being backstage. Did you get your barge in on him while he was changing? That'll burn your eye sockets out. I once saw a picture of Donald Trump. It was a butter statue of him buck naked. That made 3 of my teeth fall out. I had 5. Now I'm down to 2.
Family. One of the reasons that I had no hesitancy in endorsing and supporting you.
It's because you're a good man. You're a sycophant. You know who your leader is. The minute the alpha male shows up, you tuck your tail, drop to your knees, and get ready to gargle. That's why we know you're a leader, Huck.
I saw a very, very close-knit family.
Yeah. Well, that's because Tiffany wasn't there. And it's well-knit, by the way. Didn't he know that? Trump, tell him. This is the fucking second time he said this. Well-knit. Or did they running this clip again? Holy shit, am I in an editing loop? Is there a time fold?
With your children, with Melania. It was very heartwarming. I just think America needs to see.
It was so wonderful to see how you were. And I'm so proud of him for not showing that to the people. It's nobody's business. We don't need to see what their tight-knit parts look like.
The Trump family celebrates Christmas in many ways like they do. So what will you do this year?
Yeah, just like everybody does, with sitting tweeting on a gold toilet.
At Christmas time with your family?
Well, first of all, before you start that, we were at a debate, and you did something. You lifted up your tie. You said, "This is a Trump tie, and by the way, you guys aren't going to beat him." I said, "I love this man. This is the greatest guy."
I got one right now. There you go.
They last. They last for a long time.
Okay. For fuck's sake. They last for a long time. You like him because he bought one of your Trump ties and you sucked up. He was trying to be VP, fucko.
But I'll never forget that. It was a great thing, and we got along right from the beginning. Yeah. We were opponents in a little way, but we got along right from the beginning, and you were a great governor, and you were just a great campaigner, and I was...
Yeah, for you.
...to be on the same stage with you, and your daughter is going to be a phenomenal governor.
Go ahead.
Wonderful.
Tell me that she'll be better than me. You always do.
I hope. Well, you can't get much better, but you know what? She will say if she was as good, she'd be happy. She's an amazing person who loves her parents very much, and it was my.
Which is weird, loving your parents very much, because then you have to remember stories about them, and yeah.
Honored to endorse her, and as you can see, she's doing quite well.
She is.
Even you didn't do as well as she's doing.
No, never.
No, people love her. She's very smart and very good.
How does the Trump family celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, that's the question. Hi Foggy, bless you. How do they? I mean, tell us how you celebrate Christmas. Tell us a little anecdote about your favorite moment around the tree.
Well, different ways for different years. I mean, we had New York. Now we're in Florida. Florida's been a state that's treated me so well, and I still love New York. New York is incredible. Then I had the White House years, and having Christmas at the White House, and being even the environment. And Melania always did a fantastic job of fixing up the trees, and I mean, she did magnificent displays. And generally speaking, even from the super liberal press, got great reviews, which is shocking, okay, because they didn't like giving us good reviews.
The question was, how does the Trump family celebrate Christmas?
And then we now spend it in Florida, and Christmas.
Okay, so it's basically we're just sticking to geography. We're just so New York, Florida, White House, Florida. That's how it is. Fuck. How heartwarming can you be? Slow down. I'm gonna tear up.
In Florida is very beautiful,
Mr. President.
Yeah, I feel like we've all grown so much closer. Florida is very beautiful. It's like, what the fuck? Honest to God, that's not weird to anybody? Dude, he asked you about how you and your family celebrate Christmas, and he's like, we went to Florida, and then we were in New York, and then we went to the White House, and then we're now in Florida. Florida's pretty. Fucking hell. We're very tight. We're tight-knit. We're well-knit family. Also in Florida. Shit. Right? Where in that is any... Imagine someone in a normal conversation asking you about how you and your family celebrate Christmas. And you go, well, for years we did it at our house. And then years later we did it at our other house. And then we stayed at this other house for a while, and then now we do it back at the other house. Oh, all right. Thanks. Fuck. That's very, I could tell the depth of your he's not the smartest bulb. We did it in New York City, and then we went to Florida. Also, there were White House years where people clapped because my wife did decorations. Now we're back in Florida, where Florida is good. How the fuck I don't get it. How do you ask somebody what they do for Christmas, what their family does for Christmas, and they just give you the fucking states they're in? I was wrong. I even said the house. They're literally just like, we had Christmas in the north, then we had Christmas in the south. For a little while, we had Christmas in the middle. Now we're doing Christmas in the South again. I have more questions for Huckabee in this. How do you respond when someone answers questions like this? Yes, this is the Mike Huckabee fucking Christmas special. I don't know what strength it must take for Mike Huckabee to not go, sorry, what? Yeah, we know where you were, fucko. It was in the news a lot. We know you lived in New York and you live in Florida sometimes and you were in the White House. Yeah, we know. What did you do? What? How do you do it? Do you fucking, fucking roasted chestnuts? Do you play a swap the present game? Do you have stockings? Who does the tree? Do you have a service come in? Do the kids open one gift on the night before? Do the grandkids like doing that now and the older kids take over? Do you have, the family gather? Is there a big meal? Is there one particular dish? Do you make the fucking, why is he so bad at humaning? Somewhere, if Jeff Zuckerberg ever saw this video, he'd be like, Christ, this guy's like, is he an android? Yeah, does he know his grandchildren's names? Well, dude, my favorite part right now is when he's like, we have a lot of great Republicans. Great Republicans. There's some bad ones, but there's some great ones. And he can't name a single fucking one. He can only name people he hates. That's pretty much where we are. Unless they're sitting across from him and he's been reminded of their name like 10 times, he can only name people he doesn't like. Which makes telling Christmas stories fucking awful.
Say, because of you, a lot of Americans have had some great Christmases. You helped rebuild the economy, pride in our country.
Obviously not DACA recipients, and of course, not the family members of all the people who died of COVID, where you're like, it's going to go away. It's really nothing. I don't even know what we're worried about. Maybe you could drink some bleach. Maybe shove a light bulb up your ass. I don't know.
Made us a strong military once again. Stood up to China. When I think of all the ways that you led this country, energy independent for the first time in 75 years.
Right. No longer.
I think a lot of people are right now saying, I wish Donald Trump was president right now this year.
Yeah, no. Look at him. He's not even wishing that. Look at his face. And first of all, he's doing the Illuminati hands again. Every time fucking, Clinton does it, Obama does it, suddenly they're part of the Illuminati. Trump does it, it's like, nah, it's nothing. He's just visualizing his penis bigger.
Christmas, what a great Christmas present that would be.
Well, it's been very sad when you look. We were energy independent, and now they're going to OPEC again, and they're begging for oil. And the gasoline price was $1.87, and now it's in California $7.50 a gallon, and it's going to follow.
I mean, it's Christmas. I might as well look it up. There's some new people. Maybe there's some people here who have never seen before. California, $7 gas. We'll see this. This is the story he's talking about. This is the story he's been talking about. This story was in October. Fact or fiction, California gas station charging $7 per gallon. Story may have been claims a gas station in California charging more than $7 a gallon. Yeah, it's true. It's terrible. Sadly, it's true. The only gas station in the remote Central Coast community of Gorda selling regular gas and lead for $7.59. And premium is going for $8.50. Fucking horrible. The town is known for having some of the highest prices in the country. Yeah, but that's obviously Biden's fault. In July 2019, in Salinas, California, it says the Marico gas station in the town charged $11.75 for a single gallon of what? Yeah, hi trolls. Yeah, you saw that right. That's right. There you go. Same gas station, 2019, before the pandemic. Was there a big, oh my God, gas prices, oh my God? Remember that in 2019 under Trump? Oh God, oh, gas prices are going to, they're $11. Gas is $11 in California in 2019. Yes, that's right. Gas is down in this same town from 2019. Yeah, and the 187 thing was nationwide, it's 187. It's been telling the same story.
And I said that during the debates. I said, wait till you watch what they do to energy. Wait till you watch what they do with inflation. Inflation is a killer. And so many other things.
Yeah, remember that when he said, wait till you see what they do with inflation. Inflation's a killer. I'm going to guess that if I did one of those big searches through all of his speeches that we all had to suffer through last year, thanks to me, largely. We're not going to find, watch what you do, see what they do with inflation. Inflation's a killer.
It's sad to see what's happening, but our country will survive it, and I really believe we're going to be greater than ever before, but we're going through a very big...
I agree. I think we're going to be greater than ever before, too, largely because of the improvements in our infrastructure.
Very bad time, and they're all self-inflicted errors. These are errors that should never have happened. Energy, we had
self-inflicted errors. It's self-inflicted wounds or unforced errors. It's not unforced wounds. It's not self-inflicted errors. It's... Wharton, again, what do you even do over there?
So much. So with energy as an example, we weren't doing well at all. We're doing poorly.
Thanks, Melinda.
We were bigger than Russia, bigger than Saudi Arabia, and within 1 year...
We've always been bigger than them.
We would have been bigger than both put together. And now we're begging them for energy. We have more than they...
No, we're not actually. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just look at oil prices. See what that says. I'm sure it's the highest. Well, that's terrible. This is really bad news. Oh, dear God. Oh, no. Oh, no, here it comes. This is terrible. What's happening to our... Uh-oh. This is from oilprice.com. This is bad news, according to them. Top automakers are fueling a battery plant boom in the United States. The biggest names in the auto industry are racing to build battery plants in the United States. Factories with jobs. The Department of Energy's Vehicle Technologies Office has listed 13 new battery plant projects that are scheduled to be completed within the next 5 years. These 13 new battery facilities will be the backbone of the EV revolution. In August, President Biden signed an executive order that set a target to make 50% of all new vehicles sold in the United States in 2030 as zero-emission vehicles, and ironically garnering the support of some of the biggest names in auto. Ironically? No. It's only ironic if oilprice.com finds it good, not the car companies. Now there's a big push to build a slew of battery plants in the United States. The future of the auto industry is electric, adding the point the vehicles will be made in America. To that end, the Department of Energy's Vehicle Technologies Office has listed 13 new battery plant projects that are scheduled to be completed within the next 5 years. Ford is building a $5.6 billion industrial campus just outside of Memphis that will manufacture not only vehicle batteries, but electric trucks. Dubbed Blue Oval City, construction was supposed to start by the end of this year with manufacturing set by 2025. Governor Bill Lee said the battery facility is the largest single investment in the state's history. Now, could that have happened during Trump? Of course it could have. Why didn't it? Because fuck that. That's why. Number 2 and number 3, Ford and SK are building twin battery plants in Kentucky. The complex, called Blue Oval SK Battery Park, boasts investments of $5.8 billion and will supply batteries to Ford's North American assembly plants. Ford's $7 billion contributions to Blue Oval City and Blue Oval SK Battery Park represents the largest ever manufacturing investment at one time by any U.S. automaker. That is happening during the Biden administration. That is directly related to the priorities of the Biden administration. Period. Full stop. And I guarantee there'll be a shit ton of people working at these Memphis plants and in Kentucky that will vote Republican because they somehow think that this is all bad or some shit. None of them are going to go, oh, my job wouldn't even fucking be here. My family wouldn't even have a regular paycheck or like all the union protections that I get being in a big factory like this. There wouldn't be this investment at all if Trump had won. We're begging Saudi Arabia. No, we're not. We're using oil temporarily as we shift quickly to electric. That's what's happening. Let's see what, let's see, there you go. Crude is down 0.12% today in the last 10 minutes. It's at 76.47 a barrel. Heating oil is up 1/100th of a cent. No, or 1/10 of a cent. $2.37. All charts for these are all this here's oil and gas. That's steadied out, spiked a little bit in December 8th and then went back down again. Here's Mars US for oil, gasoline prices. This is over the course of the day. Let's give it let's see, where's this gasoline price? Give me the year. There you go. So this is the gasoline prices. Quit it. 1 year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. From January to here, this is just kind of humming around here, around $2 and something. After it was way down here, there's like, let's see, 3 months. Oh, look, it's down. Look at that. Here's October. Hey, look at this. Hey, remember this bad news? Here we were. Here we are. Oops, I can't even show it. Hold on. I got to move it lower. There you go. This is the chart up here. This is here's gasoline. This is, gasoline intraday. Here's a month. It's gone up a touch in the month. But here's 3 months. It's gone down. At $2.25 right now. 30 cents higher than when no one was going fucking anywhere.
If you look at Anwar in Alaska, Ronald Reagan tried to get it approved, couldn't do it. No president could do it. I got it done. And the Biden...
Yeah, you didn't get it done. You didn't get anything fucking done. You tried to do it, and you lost the election because you tried to do it. That's one of the main reasons why you lost the election. And then the next administration went, fuck that.
Just ended it. This is potentially bigger than Saudi Arabia in Alaska. The people of Alaska suffered over this. They've been trying to get it for decades, and I got it done. Totally done. Ready to...
The fuck do you mean Alaskans? Sarah Palin was the most popular governor in the states because the state government gives an oil dividend to the citizens. Not to the rest of the citizens, just the citizens, just the Alaska residents. Of course they want drilling there. They get a piece of the action. They don't give a fuck if it destroys the entire. They don't get a piece of the action for the the animals that are saved, or the Alaskan wilderness, or the tourist industry that goes well. They don't get a dime from the fucking tourist industry or the clean water. That comes out of their taxes, like everybody else.
And they just ended it. And then we go to Russia, Saudi Arabia. We go to OPEC for help. We're asking them for help. And by the way, they're turning us down, incredibly. So it's sad, but we will be bigger and better than ever before. Good things will happen.
Well,
I agree. They're already starting, and they're going to be even better. As a matter of fact, we're going to have more battery factories built in this country than any other country on earth, including China, in the next 5 years.
Mr. President, you helped bring a lot of good things to this country.
Yeah, you're the first syphilis survivor to hold the office. How does it feel?
Merry Christmas to you and to your family. I wish you nothing but the very best, and thank you for the time.
God damn, like the like royalty-free shit music they were using. Oh, that dude again. Amazing man starts singing Ave Maria in the lobby at the Grand Floridian Disney World. Okay, there. Really? You're playing other people's viral singing? And then this dude again is... if I didn't know Mike Huckabee was so anti-gay, I'd think he had a friend that he wanted to feature on his special.
Christ the Lord, sing choirs of angels, sing in exultation.
Sing. He's doing the Trump hands. No, don't.
All
right, yes, I get it. Okay, so, and then the Mandrell sisters, and then stock footage, and who's this? Somebody from a prayer breakfast.
Love with your family and realize it is the birth of Christ.
And just like so many countries around the world, it's here in America. It has been, and it will be for as long as our beautiful free people get to honor the birth of Christ.
Christmas is a very, very special time. I just want to wish America, the United States, I want to wish the people,
or both or either, the people of America, the United States, not Canada.
Merry, Merry Christmas.
From Bethlehem, Merry Christmas to all over the world.
God damn it. Why does everything Trump says like just the most tortured English?
Christian friends around the world, I'm proud that Israel is the country in which Christians not only survive, but they thrive because we believe in this friendship among people, and we protect the rights of everyone to worship in the holy shrines behind me.
Now, many celebrate it like there's no tomorrow.
Well, yeah, not Palestinians, but yeah, whatever.
Others joyfully but solemnly attend their house of worship. And our troops, well, they take time to honor and remember those who didn't make it home. But all behold its simple message of that holy night.
Merry Christmas, America! Merry Christmas, my Huckabee!
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Say hello to friends you know, and that's who I'm saying hello to, is everyone out there. My friends, my family, my loved ones, my fans, and to you, Governor Huckabee. It is a great time of the year. May the blessings be upon all of you. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Governor Huckabee, it is Terrence K. Williams here. I would like to wish you and America a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Terrence is a right-wing comedian.
This is the season of loving, the season of giving, the season of enjoying time with family and friends.
Enjoy the holiday.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I will.
For me and my family, I hope this has been a mighty...
Hold on one second. I want to wish everyone as well a Merry Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, wherever you're being.
Glorious Christmas tree of beauty for you.
From me and Mike Huckabee, Merry Christmasing for you.
Joy. We sure have loved being with you, trimming this special
Yes.
Christmas tree of memories.
Lovely time.
And may God bless each and every one of you.
Everyone.
And yours.
Yes. Yes, he's like Tiny Tim, but fat.
When Santa Claus comes to Mar-a-Lago, where does he land?
The boy, tell him what he does when he comes at Mar-a-Lago. It's not, since Epstein died, it's been different. Oh, that's so cute. They look at it like he was really coming. They did a gag at the end. Hold on. All right. I got to go back to relative normalcy. They did a bit at the end.
Memories, and may God bless
when I say this, look up that way, and we'll put in the sound of bells later.
each and every one of you and yours. When Santa Claus comes to Mar-a-Lago, where does he land?
Repeat the sounding joy in her heaven, joy to the world. This is all right. Okay, so that's stop. Oh yeah, all right. Enough. Oof. Just brutal.